Cześć, dzień dobry wszystkim, Mufik z tej strony i zapraszam Was na odcinek z serii Kingdom Come Deliverance II, w którym zobaczymy, komu bije dzwon. Zanim polecimy ratować Janka, każą przenieść worki z węglem. No to priorytety są najważniejsze, także będę targał worki z węglem. Do szopy, czyli tam. Strażnik Krupa. I trzeci worek, zobaczymy co dalej. Mamy pogadać z Kowalem, tak? Tutaj chyba był.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, if you really don't have anything for me, I'll just idle around then.
That'd suit you, eh? None of that. Only, what to do with you? I've only got work in the forge, and that's a craft, an art, you could say.
I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my
No i
fingers to the
wygląda
bone
jakby
all the time.
tą beczkę co
Tell
tam
you what,
tyle
go
zbija
to the
sam
forge.
wyduldał.
The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom. Always bothering me that you don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
W naszej wiosce raz urodził się trójnogi źrebak.
Usually 4, but once there was a 3-legged foal born in our village.
All right, all right. You're a fool, but maybe you're a handy one. So go and make one horseshoe for the groom, all right?
But a horse has 4.
Aye, but Kabat's missing just one. And I ain't going to waste more on him.
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads, this here itinerant is mine.
Okej, czyli mamy możliwość wejść do środka, tak? No to... Może tak, może najpierw wykuję jedną podkowę, a później trochę postaramy się pomyszkować po okolicy. Podkowa wykuta i właśnie na to liczyłem, że jak ją wykujemy, to wpadną nam jakieś wytrychy. Teraz... No idź sobie stąd. Bo mamy zobaczyć, co tam u Tomasza. Spróbuję się tam przedostać. Jednak wydygałem, za dużo się tam... za szybko się czerwona strefa pojawiła, a za dużo ludzi się tam kręciło.
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
No właśnie.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by
Oj,
the upper
typie.
stables. The grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait. The first bell. Another 11 to go. It was nice.
Kabat sobie siedzi tutaj, coś chyba siodło naprawia.
I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here. So either I'd end up
Co oni tam
with just
wszyscy
a
tacy
beggary, or I'd have
podenerwowani?
to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
A, okej, czyli od niego można wytrychy zdobyć, te,
I
które już
wouldn't want
mam.
to be rude.
Very wise.
Do I get something for those horseshoes?
Hey, I've no time for jokes. I've only got one horse here, but even so.
I'll be going then.
So run along, and next time, put some effort into it.
Gościu, bycie uprzejmym nic nie kosztuje. Paruwa z niego. Okej, to co? Jakbym się tutaj spróbował przedostać? Tu się trochę mniej ludzi kręci. O, no to powchodzone. Okej, mam sobie znaleźć robotę przy szubienicy. O, z parobkiem Kołdą mogę porozmawiać.
God be with you. What would you like?
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No, blacksmithing is more my field.
Ah, well, that's handy. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broad axe
Podoba
in
mi
the
się ten
shed,
gość.
but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
But that poacher is innocent.
An innocent poacher? But that's nothing to do with me. My job is to make sure it don't collapse when he swings.
I could help you with that.
You could. Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing.
Okej, zadanie wydaje się być dość proste. Proszę, ta szopa to nie jest ten budynek tam, gdzie strażnicy przeganiają, tylko tutaj. Trzeba było trochę poszukać. Weźmiemy te 2 grosze, zawsze się przydadzą. I mamy mu naostrzyć
The second
tą
toll
siekierę.
friends.
Na szczęście praca z Bruce'em w dwójce jest o wiele prostsza niż w jedynce. Powinien być moment.
All done.
Henryk jeszcze ładnie wspominał o tym, kiedy mamy skończone. Można się upewnić, tak, jest seta ładnie. Idziemy oddać siekierę.
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And isn't it all the same whether he hangs or gets crushed by fallen timber?
Certainly not. For one thing, it would be a disgrace, because someone would have to finish him off, and no one wants to dirty their hands with that. And more importantly, I'd have to rebuild the damn thing all over again. You can't imagine how that would spoil my day.
I think I can, actually.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. Would you happen to know how I can get into the Maiden?
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyek that wanted into the castle too. But for a
A co chciał
damn
tam
different
zrobić?
reason.
What was Binyek after in the castle?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay and wanted a fine feather bed.
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean.
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Torski, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyek would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. I'll be going.
I've got to get back to work too. God be with you.
Okej, zadania się tutaj skończyły. Musimy się dostać do Tomasza z tego, co tu piszą, więc chyba najlepszym patentem będzie próba znalezienia tejże studni. Jest opcja, zejdź na dół.
This is that well that Calder mentioned. Ah, shit. Oh, this was a bad idea. But it seems I won't drown at least.
Dobra, udało się zeskoczyć do studni. Ja coś tu jeszcze pozbieram. I co? Tutaj się poskradamy wzdłuż lewej ściany. Może najpierw pójdę, zobaczymy. I chyba wyszedłem już w niezłym miejscu, także trzeba zacząć uważać. O, tu mogę pogadać z ptaszkiem.
Are you there?
Henry, is that you? You've got to get me the fuck out of here. They want to hang me.
I think they're just exaggerating. Don't worry. It'll be all right.
I don't know. But I don't want to be stuck in here anyway.
Trzeba było nie kłusować patałachu.
A noble!
Well, unfortunately, no one believes you are one.
You've got to find that Captain Thomas, who can testify who we are.
I know. But they took him during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden Tower. They won't let me in there.
Jesus! Why do I have to have such rotten luck? Christ's wounds.
Well, we've been damn lucky all the time I've known you. It was only a matter of time before it turned to shit.
It's all the same. How did you get in here anyway? Did they let you come and see me?
Oh, not exactly. I shouldn't be here. And if they catch me, the game's up.
No, dokładnie.
not good.
Po ptakach, to jest dobrze
There's a guard
powiedziane.
just around the corner watching the jail.
Can you try and distract him? I'll hide in the meanwhile.
Sneak into the torture chamber opposite. It's empty now, fortunately.
In the brewery at noon, it's merry as a tap room. Merrily the boys all gather singing in the...
Ten w ogóle nawet nie poczekał, że ja się schowam, tylko od razu zaczął robić ambaras. Uff, drugi.
The third toll. I better get moving.
Dobra, próbujmy na górę. O, dzień dobry, tam już widzę, że ktoś jest. Ale zniknęło, że nie wolno mi tu być. Okej, wyjście na zewnątrz. Może tutaj? Chyba nie. O proszę, pod komorze się źle czuję.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
Spróbujmy się
How could a
przysłużyć.
vagabond like you help me?
Sir, I might not look the part, but I've read a lot.
Don't waste my time with your jokes, you nobody. What would you be able to
No
read?
gościu, co ci zależy?
Yes, they keep it, sir. Looks can deceive.
Bardzo ładnie, Henryku,
As it
jaka piękna
happens,
łacina.
I've read many Latin and other texts. For example, the etymologies of Isidore of Seville, the writings of Abbess Hildegard of Bingen, and the herbarium de Horis
nie rób z siebie nerda.
Sanitatis, de Materia Medica, and others.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
A można przetrwanie wykorzystać.
With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to
Gościu, jak
Komu
byłeś
to
na
see
NFZ,
Professor Joachim
się nie
Babon.
dziwię, że tylko tyle
He
powiedział.
advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my
I co, kazał ci sprawdzić feng shui w swojej
I
komnacie?
would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewelry, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle.
Średniowieczna medycyna w pełnej krasie.
So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
And does it get worse in autumn, when it gets colder?
Yes, it's usually worst in October. Then I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God. What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, you mustn't get angry, under any circumstances.
What? I mean, what?
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
Besides caring for your mortal coil, the well-being of your soul shouldn't be neglected, sir.
What do you mean by that?
I think I could pray for your health. A word to angels to ask for their intercession can work miracles. The greatest Christian physicians recommend
Dobrze
healing
kombinujesz,
both
Heniek.
material
Właśnie tą
and
opcję wybrałem. Mam nadzieję, że się uda.
And you have a very nice chapel here.
Father Nicodemus takes care of that. What I want from you is medicine, not talking to angels.
Prawie się udało.
Yes. I don't have the required remedy. And unfortunately, I don't see how I can brew it here. I don't have the necessary equipment.
You're free to use the surgeon's apparatus in his study. It's upstairs in the crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so. But I was told to stay only in the outer courtyard. I wouldn't want to get in trouble.
Trouble? I'm the one who has trouble. Don't worry. Tell them I sent you. Just go, for heaven's sake.
All right, I'll go and get something for you.
Good. If you'd be so kind... Ow!
No to co, jedziemy robić miksturę. O, było trochę komplikacji, żeby tutaj dotrzeć, ale się na szczęście udało.
I was about to ask you the same question.
I work here, genius.
Dobra, dziewczynko, idź stąd, no właśnie, nara. I może tak, zamknijmy drzwi. I trzeba będzie coś zajumać. Wiesz to wszystko? Muszę znaleźć jakąś miksturę, która mu pomoże. Przejrzałem wszystkie recepty w książce alchemicznej i najbardziej pasuje mi antidotum. Tego musimy wyjąć 2 części octu. Czy ja mam węgiel? Nie zakosiłem nigdzie węgla, to jeszcze muszę się udać na poszukiwanie węgla. Dobra, węgla nie znalazłem, ale w tej skrzyni był gotowy odwar, więc można po prostu to sobie stąd ukraść. Zobaczymy, jak na kradziony specyfik zareaguje podkomorze. Idę mu to dać.
So they're crisp on the outside and...
Zobaczmy.
Sir, about those health problems of yours.
Yes?
I have exactly what you need, sir.
No
Sir,
i
I'd recommend that you take this digestive potion to settle your stomach. Take it after every meal. And don't forget, a good diet and do not get upset.
All right. Thanks, then.
And now you ought to go and lie down, sir.
Lie down? Me? Ha! Without me, this place would grind to a standstill.
Sir, medicine isn't enough. You also need rest. Otherwise my potion won't have much effect.
Oh, all right, then. I'll try it.
And another thing. I don't want to bother you, sir, but I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
Couldn't I go and pray in your chapel?
Ah, that again. Good heavens. Go where you want, boy.
tak jest, udało się. Będziemy się mogli dostać do wieży.
Thank you, sir.
Okej, udało się. Tu jest kapitan Tomasz. A z nim nie pogadam, trzeba z nią rozmawiać.
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
What actually happened to him?
They were attacked by bandits by the pond. His mare, Arrow, brought him home. He was completely out of it. And little wonder, the way he was hacked up. If the surgeon was here, he'd be in his care. Some of his wounds have healed, but now he has a fever. He's been bedridden for 3 days.
I'm sorry. Oh, Christ. But this is a matter of life and death. Thomas is the only one who can testify to what happened.
Yes, it's a matter of life and death for my brother. I want him to rest. Besides which, he's delirious and can't tell you anything.
I heard that your brother is lying in a fever, so I brought something for him that might help.
Really? I don't know what to say. And I was against dragging Thomas to the chapel.
No nie wiem, nie pamiętam, żebym
God moves in
odwędził
mysterious ways.
taki napar, który powinien
We
mu
ought to administer it to him
pomóc.
quickly.
Yes.
Aczkolwiek w tamtej magicznej skrzyni mogły być takie specyfiki.
His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
Zaraz przed wejściem do Tomasza mówili, że dopiero jest 6. dzwon, więc trochę lipa, że tak przeskoczyli z tą cutsceną. Ale rozumiem, że chodzi o to, żeby był taki wjazd na pełnej, ten już będzie miał pętlę na szyi. Wtedy pojawi się Tomasz i powie: nie, stójcie.
I urge you all to be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds,
Jeśli miałeś gościu nie denerwować, bo ci wrzody pękną.
outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug, the worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead.
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake.
But sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I'm a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me!
Oj.
You can't do this! Open the gates!
Boguta? Nie.
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just a...
My tylko
We need
wieszamy.
to hang him.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
As for me to judge, take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
Ojoj, ojoj. Pan starszy się przewrócił.
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Ratowaliśmy
and
ptaszka
this
przed
is Henry of
szubienicą.
Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, you tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it?
Your Chamberlain's welcome was appropriate enough, considering our appearance, the situation in your domain, and your orders, sir.
Ah. I appreciate your diplomacy, young man. Master Chamberlain Ulrich can sometimes be more hasty and passionate than is healthy. And we are glad you hold no grudge against him. Are we not, Ulrich?
I regret what happened, gentlemen. Please accept my humblest apologies.
Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy.
No, we can all point the finger. Your League of Lords, on the other hand, abducted the king. Although I don't doubt you had your reasons, just as Sir Hanush did.
We certainly had. The main one being that your Wenzel is an irresponsible drunkard and idler who is hurting the Empire by his inactivity. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
Idziemy, te środkowe opcje mi się najbardziej podobają jak na razie.
We came to you, Sir Otto, because you're the leading voice of the League of Lords. I expect there are also lords among your ranks who are considering how to find a way out of this sticky situation. And for the Kingdom of Bohemia, it would certainly be better if our paths were to join rather than parting.
Your companion speaks like a diplomat, Sir Hans. However, the question is whether it's possible to join fire with water and end up with anything but nasty smoke. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzik are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will
Może to
surely
nawet ta sama banda.
understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
Who is this Lord Nebak?
The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands, but he also owns a mill that provides a significant part of his income. His children are grown up. His daughter married well, thanks to Sir Otto. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. Sir Otto helped him to acquire an official position. In short, the House of Nebak is more than beholden to Sir Otto for his magnanimous help and support.
Thank you, Ulrich. Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will not be keen to charge into battle. But that is of little consequence. He has a few good men who will be useful. That will do us. If he delivers, I will regard his obligation.
Może od tego trzeba było zacząć. Myślę, że to go zdecydowanie bardziej przekona.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir Jaromir respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded, and then concur. as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
Is the route safe?
As I said, the fortress is in the wilderness amongst the cliffs.
Wydaje mi się, że tam w jednym lesie obok tego Niebakowa
Don't worry, sir.
wyczyściłem jeden z obozów bandytów.
We'll take care of it, sir. Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away.
O, odważnie, Heniek.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called István Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor, a stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must disappoint you. I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nebakov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your station. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you.
O, mam nadzieję, że zostanie zwrócony w postaci tych zestawów, które sobie porobiłem.
Takes the view that as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount. And therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses.
Nie, dziękuję. Mam swojego. I na tym kończymy zadanie Komu bije dzwon. Bardzo serdecznie dziękuję wszystkim za oglądanie. Gorąco zapraszam do kolejnego odcinka, a na razie to tyle, także oby do zobaczenia.